is in the conversation of LGBTQ plus because you share one of the major concern and I say major campaign message NDC for the buyer na efa LGBTQ who say MPP4 support LGBT ni ade the examples ni Jubilee House mod kales ni ade nyina no mu de nenemu ena me ne o say year team for jo wa babo ntene ababe expose the NDC for approving LGBTQ plus in our education sector. Ade say ba share free baby. It is almost share the free education sector there. Na say kakran no. Yetia no more legalize LGBTQ. E wo krodwe mu hanum say. Na wo kire mu say TLM metre teaching learning material ye de teachers for ma wo mo e de kire ade no. I was senior high schools no we feature LGBTQ plus boldly we mo enya asem ketwa na ensem aye right team for jo edebeto mountain so no that screens no so say NDC has mischievously and deliberately smuggled LGBTQ agenda into the curriculum, printed and distributed teacher manuals and other teaching and learning materials TLMs to promote LGBTQ contrary to their deceptive rhetoric of being the party being the party which abhors LGBTQ. Intina say wachema NDC for apekuti kan so kukuamu the LGBT ashe in book sabi teachers for behwemu dia kire adesua for omo senior high school level na de no omo ape baby the LGBTQ ehun se ma hyemu a cheche for ide kwa kire ye mane enuanom ade wo school or say we demand the immediate recall of all the teacher manuals and textbooks propagating NDC's LGBTQ agenda, both online and in print from schools. We further demand review of all portions of TLMs poisoned with LGBTQ agenda with immediate effect to sanitize the curriculum. We strongly caution the government to refrain from using NACCA and Ministry of Education to propagate this vile and evil agenda of LGBTQ sexuality education. Obasi said this diabolical and dangerous agenda, among others, review why this government has suppressed the Private Members Bill, Human Sexual Rights and Family Values Bill from being listed in other paper for consideration and consequential passage by Parliament. Let us rise up to resist NDC LGBTQ agenda. Internet is with you, NDC for say we share screens at this Ministry of Education, Physical Education and Health elective a year for senior high school and we mu say ni mu baby no anase ne fa baby no portion bi wo hono ma support LGBTQ agenda enya sem keto antu share the whole screens so atimu say the blue bia market that portion no enti meto me bonama kama ye nyina ehu. It is talking about gender identity. Enti the nim say gender identity ni say you have two types of gender, oba and bema, but ye kind of book ni mo different or say it refers to a person's deeply felt internal experience of gender which may or may not correspond with sex assigned at birth. Inti ye kan wa hanum say anka ye di enim no se bema ye nim the organ and I say ye nim adia ye de hye nso se we ye bema ene ye nim de ye de hye nso se we ye oba ye yi nipa nanim ene ne honam dua no kra efri ho a oba obon so oba wabobɔ no fo ne to sisisisi ho ena afi na kosue kuma nso bɔ nanim bema nso behu wo kra two balls ena ade bi sinsen honom ena ne kokoye flat eno ne yetimi de kyese we ye oba we ye bema but de omo kan ewo ye enkrata we mu ne kyese se ye pese ye hu obi se oye oba na se bema enye sebe ade na anyame abo ama ne na ye de ye ensunsun ye se we ye oba ne we ye bema eno ene ye de hwe da bi enti we shall say it can include being male, female or a blend of both. Enti betimi aye oba obetimi aye bema ana oba berema kodwo besia is possible. This concept goes beyond the binary notion of gender, male and female, and recognizes the diversity of gender experiences and expression. Into muchema na se no enye bema ni oba asem atinka wunya no se bia o body no hwe body na eye bema body ba atinka wunya ne se oye oba nti ene ukura bema body na nso mu ne de oye oba nti oba berema ena yirantim fojo chem se we a wo ma sha asese yi moko kire adesuafo na de we wo school mu ase ene ye benya educator be 5 e wo krodwem ha ye de bia be beti bia clocket de bia beti bia clacket e wo krom ha ni ye ko clacket into screens say government approves teaching of modern sexual preferences and gender orientation LGBTQ+ in schools. And from the wakanya ne de na chese se betimi a kire sa de we school dia let's say you know otuwa wa ultimate decide because yet it is a man on kra ultimate do back school ni ebisa no how do you feel like you're a woman or you feel like a man when we say akole your ba na obisa ne said or feel so your ba na say be ma dey na opese o kire social screens no so a we for TV Ghana so the National Council of Curriculum and Assessment NACCA has withdrawn printed copies of a senior high school teacher manual after acknowledging that certain content on gender identity in the year 2 physical education and health elective teacher manual did not align with Ghanaian culture, norms and values. A revised version reflecting national values and biological understanding has now been released. Into Yechirema, empenifua, womo edasa in book no NACCA for na babontinga, sab manual call viral no. Womo eyi ede free honum esanso ma say omo Ghana ya mamre ye gidie eniema ye somwa ye gitum wokrom hanum say a saa ense hunu no ye nyintum wokrom ha so oba bere makodwo besia ne debi ne ye nyintum tuche screen or say NACCA recalls SHS physical education and health teachers manual over gender identity content into said the year and team for Joe a shot see a bow machina and a woman form watching but a far baby no much them say some manual 2024-2025 curriculum now 2024 NPP4 and an ewa by moon. So what right now? Who brought this curriculum in the first place? Ebi muche say NDC MPP4 and the curriculum we buy and day person omu yi edishe NDC amanyuko no ekon. Enti way free the NCC NACC for a horse NACC clarifies issues pertaining to a teacher manual for the senior high school curriculum. The Ministry of Education and National Council of Curriculum and Assessment have noted with concern recent allegations regarding the introduction of LGBTQ+ related content into Ghana's senior high school curriculum. The NACCA reiterates in the strongest terms that no such content exists within the approved national curriculum. It is a confusion because you share near see almost so withdraw. Afe omo chemu a bibisa eni ho. Sebi womo dia ko senior high schools ne say womo emfa nkonko kire enkra na de. Now say distinctions between curriculum and teachers manual. Tafe no mu be kire mama ye. It is essential to clarify that the national curriculum and teacher support materials serve distinct function. The curriculum is the official policy document defining the mandatory areas of study for learners. Into much ma curriculum ne de. Eye book wa sebe womo ahye say adie we ene wo sa adesuani bia wo Ghana fa na nyina so wo SS1 na nyina yesua de kro wo SS2 nyina yesua de kro ene so bia ediso. Now I said the curriculum is of in contrast, teachers manuals are supplementary instructional resources designed to provide pedagogical teachers guidance to teachers. And you know not to say teachers manual na say TLM na LGBT no woman is solely for the teachers addition for no into no teacher ni no and I'll be decide so be kwa kwochere and I say unkwoche. Say these manuals do not constitute the curriculum itself and their use is optional. Teachers may deliver the approved curriculum without relying on these specific guides. Instead of teacher need wow penno and other manual and the bekwa kwachira de no akwache say kase oba gender say ni say or say manual development and timelines. The development of the secondary education curriculum is a dynamic process characterized by rigorous technical review and broad stakeholders consultation. We wish to clarify the following milestone. A new curriculum was introduced at the SHS level in the 2024-2025 academic year. For the first time in the history of Ghana, a decision was taken for teachers' manuals to be developed to aid teachers in the implementation of the new curriculum. NACCA therefore empaneled subject-specific writing teams in collaboration with Transforming Teachers Education and Learning to develop the manuals in 2024. Following a comprehensive internal review, NACCA determined that the specific definition of gender identity contained within the Year 2 Physical Education and Health elective teacher manual for senior high schools was not reflective of Ghanaian culture, norms and values. That is what we do. Enya dia wo mo efwa de wo TLM no emu esanse ene Ghana ye gidie ye mra ye ntiase enye adwuma na afi 2024-2025 eno mo de sa curriculum wi by curriculum no so anase manual no enye se bia wo mo fiti prekopa no mo de bae o mo ni ekukudamfo abenfo mo ni emu ni mo de eba no eye adesua mu nsem ene tena ase ene wo mo ehye sa eye manual no ene curriculum no ema adesuafo ni ti se de ye keka no ade a omo enyi ntumu a omo eyi ade afrim na chese busua ya hwe ni yi a etukrom ha near the 6 abeda near 9 because ye ma kusua de na nipa no wo fie nyino nim say oba ne be ma no obeba ne say and now you feel like both and say serious or say a revised version of the Year 2 Physical Education and Health teacher manual aligned with national values and biological understanding has been released and is accessible to the public and teachers. Interlinking in it, the steps are being taken to withdraw the printed version of the old manual from the system. All future revisions will be reflected in digital version available at the official portal. Affirmation of national values and commitment. The Ministry of Education and NACCA state unequivocally that the government of Ghana has no intention to promote, endorse, or introduce LGBTQ content at any level of educational system. Our curriculum remains firmly anchored in the socio-cultural fabric of Ghana, constitutional principles, and child-centered development goals. We are grateful for the continued support of the public as we take the responsible steps to ensure our educational resources remain a true reflection of our national identity. Conclusion: while the ministry respects public discourse and parliamentary oversight, we urge all stakeholders to grant discussions in verified facts. We remain committed to transparency, responsiveness, and the delivery of a high-quality education system that respects the values of the Ghanaian people. Ebusian for into say no, omo say ebo. So meyi e de free ho na foforo na wo maye ho adwuma no wo de no emom aba beto monten so ama akyerkyerefo yi e de akyerkyere ye ma no ade ewo eye school no emu na so amafo be hwe say from ensem wa ye rantim for jo e de beto monten so a na wo bo NDC amanyoko ne chini kamia ye say ade kra ye hwemu a it was done during the NPP's tenor afi ba ne sen ene o ma sen twa o mo ho a o mo ebebubu kata e de ato NDC for abain we eso. So the conversation is still ongoing. I mean, Amafo Ibrahim said this is an eye opening to us. So we see be any holy pa and yes sir, a lot of things might go wrong in this country, particularly say LGBT because ye na ye hwe nim pasen NDC by the bill would be passed immediately. Some friend saying Sam George and an age nemutinte my pa gidigidi say cry we dan ho asem kan ti am for cry target Sam George to this say is he aware this is happening in the educational sector? I was say utimi eka bibi efa ho ana because the niema ekeka kono ansha na omo start so mu brainwash yem nuanom ni ye manom e wo school because of this modified or modern manual for teachers and all that brouhaha their day. Already we are losing most of our guys to this whole LGBT. We got TikTok airtime cry. Now fade yes I bet nkrofo ade ne nchiri me beba ne de yete ha na chese Ghana yenya emma bia mpo anase yenya emma ewukrom ha bi wan say ya say NSA because moya LGBT no I mean one ekwakowo. You get it. So it's a very serious and delicate matter. People are calling on the President John Dramani Mahama, say ASAP, he needs to come and act swiftly about it. Say immediately, Obama pass say the bill into a law, and as Obama started the process of the bill and then pass it into a law to end this, because the NCA4 say it doesn't support our culture, our norms, and our values. That means that the needful needs to be done. Abusia is quite unfortunate. Say we ababeto mountain. So, but then you're right team for Joe when you're near bre patch him say immediately chiche ni biya de we biya kwa kanensano. Ofambra emane mfa nkojina classroom kra enkochiro bia de emochina yehu something different ewe internet no eso. Abusia mfa munsi ha na yenda mo asese munya bread hwe.